Welcome back to Meg's Mysteries. So glad you can join us again. This story is called Getting to Know You. Hello, my name is Molly Collier. I got this number from the ad in a newspaper, Personal Ads. I'd like to inquire more about your group, Getting to Know You. Sounds like a great place to meet people with the same interest. Just tell me more about it, please. No problem, Molly. I'm Josh Greenwald. Ask me anything. We're here to please. It's a small group now, but it's growing by the day. We get together a couple times a week. Just some people looking for someone to connect with, or just some friends getting together to talk. We're an easygoing group and welcome new members. I asked the cost of joining and the hours they meet. He told me mostly Mondays and Fridays, but sometimes it changes. It's usually from 8 to 10 p.m. and no cost. Just come in and join us. I said, no cost, how do you get by? Josh said, we meet at my house. I have a large estate on the outskirts of town. I'm very well off, so I don't need money. But I do need friends and people who are interested in the same things. I said, like what? I was getting kind of nervous, but wanted to find out more before I decided anything. He said, oh, you'll have to come to a meeting and talk to the others and get the feel of the group. I told him I just moved to town and only knew a few people that I work with. I'm a photographer of Nature's magazine. Maybe the ride out of town will give me a new idea for more nature photos of the area. I think I'll check it out. If I feel comfortable, I'll go up to the estate and try to meet them all. It was Friday and I had the weekend off. I usually work from home and I only go out to the office when I have to. As I thought, the ride out of the town was breathtaking. I'll be back to take some nature shots for the magazine. Port Townsend is a beautiful place to live. All Victoria area buildings, art, small shops, and only 2 hours from Seattle. I'm glad I decided to move out of New York City. It's a different lifestyle here. It's more easygoing. And driving out to Josh's estate, I was getting more relaxed with the wonderful surrounding. I found the Greenwald estate so much bigger than I imagined. Magnificent with its gardens and marble statues, and in the front a fountain with welcoming statues of children dancing as the water falls all around them. As I pull up to the drive, I see 6 cars parked, and a man dressed in a butler's uniform answers the door. Mr. Greenwald is expecting you. I thought that odd. I didn't tell him I would come. The butler, Mr. Hobbs, as he introduced himself, showed me to a large parlor, and I met the rest of the group. Only first names here, Sally said as she introduced me to herself and the others. This is Steve, Mark, Audrey, and Colin. Here comes Josh, our host. Angie said, you'll fit in perfectly with our little group. Josh was about my age, tall and quite different than I expected. He sounded very well educated, but as he talked, you got relaxed and you felt very welcomed here. The estate was very intimidating, but he made it feel like just a normal home. The others chatted with each other, and Josh asked if I would stay after. He'll show me the manor and the estate. The meeting went well, and we all told each other about our lives and what we were up to now. They all seemed very interested in me, in a friendly way, but I did get a feeling that it was a little strange. I guess it's because I was the new one, and they all seemed to know each other so well. They seemed to be friends for a long time. They asked me a lot of questions, and I think that's how you get to know someone. After, I said I must be getting back to town. It was well past 10, and I didn't know the roads that well. Josh said, please stay. I'll have Mr. Hobbs take you back later. He can follow you, or you can leave your car here and we can get it to you tomorrow. I have much to show you. I told him I'll stay, but I can manage getting home. Then Josh added, the roads are tricky late at night. You can also stay here, but I know you probably think that's weird. But most of the group stay overnight sometimes when we run late. Sally and Mark are staying, so you won't be alone with me." So I agreed, and he showed me around. Sally gave me sleepwear and clothes for tomorrow. She said, "You can bring them back next time when you come. No worries." Josh showed me all around the manor. It was like stepping into a Victorian era. His family had been here forever. There were portraits and antiques from long ago, and he said he was the last of his line, of his family. They all have passed. "How sad," I said. He said, "That's why I started this little group. It was just me and the help, and I needed to meet and get to know other people. And that's how we became the best of friends. I hope you'll join us, too." After, I was shown to a beautiful bedroom in his mother's room. Her portrait hangs in the front hall. She was gorgeous, and I could tell he adored her. The room was large and brightly colored. The furniture was all antiques. The bed was huge and so comfortable, I fell right off to sleep. That was strange. I don't usually sleep well if I'm not at home, but this felt different. I was completely at ease. The next morning, I met them on the garden terrace for breakfast. I found myself famished. Everything was delicious. Sally said, "We always felt home at here, right, Mark?" Mark just smiled and nodded. Josh asked, "How did you sleep?" I said, "Like a rock. I never felt as rested as I did today." It was Saturday, and I work mostly from home, so I thought, I'll stay. He wants to show me the gardens in the daylight. I asked if I can take some photos of the estate and the gardens. He told me, "You're welcome to take as many as you like, but you have to agree to stay for dinner. The group will be joining us again. It's like you're welcome to the group dinner party." That night was so magical. I took many photos of the ground and manor, and Josh approved that I can use them for the magazine. That night at dinner, I took some of the group pictures as well. We had a relaxing time, just chatting and enjoying the meal. After, I told him, I must be on my way, but I'll be back next Friday if that's okay. Josh and the rest of them said, "But of course, you're one of us now." Josh walked me to my car, hugged me, and said, "Welcome to the family of friends." As I was driving home, I thought, they have a strange way about them, but they're so welcoming and nice. I'm glad I took a chance to meet them. It'll be great to have friends, and I'll be getting to know each other in no time. Boy, I was right. The next Friday meeting, it really opened my eyes about everything. Before I left, I wanted to develop the group photos and the estate photos to show the group. The manor and grounds photos were perfect, but the photos of the members were all distorted and blurry. No one's pictures came out, almost like a hazy, ghostly group. I'll take more pictures tonight at the meeting. Josh welcomed me at the door. Smiling, he said, "You're right on time. The others are in the drawing room." They all welcomed me, and we talked about our week. We had a light dinner, and I said, "I almost forgot the photos of the group. They didn't take." I showed it to them, and maybe I can take new ones now? Sally and Mark looked at each other, and the others smiled. "Of course, but it'll come out just the same. You see, we really look like that. We're all ghosts, specters, or whatever you want to call us. Josh found us and let us join his little group of friends." I said, "You're joking, right? You can't be ghosts. I saw your cars in the driveway. How can you leave?" Josh said, "Some ghosts have the power to go places when they are welcomed, and the cars have been left here for ages." Then Josh came over to me and put his arm around me. It was a cold embrace. "Sorry, Molly, but it's true. Ghosts need friends, too. I was lonely here, and I needed friends, so I found some just like me." I told him, "It's time for me to be leaving now." Angie said, "Oh, I know you enjoyed your last meal with us. Yours had a special ingredient in it. Now you're one of us, a lifetime member, or maybe it's a pastime member of our special group of friends. This was crazy, but then I found myself getting lighter and lighter, like I was floating in air. I looked around, and they all seemed to be glowing. Then I saw my body was glowing too. But I felt at ease and at peace. I guess I'm the new member of the group for good now. But I would suggest doing some research before you join any new groups. Or you can join us at Getting to Know You group. Everyone is welcome. We would love to get to know you. Well, that was some story. So beware of groups welcoming you in, or maybe you want to. We'll see you next time. Hope you join my group at MEGs Mysteries.